Obviously, Anna is beautiful, more beautiful than any American woman I've ever dated. She's very comfortable being herself. Got off the plane, I had the ring ready, and I just couldn't wait. I proposed right then and there at the airport.
I've always wanted to move to America since I was like 4 years old. Then I'm just so excited to go to USA as soon as possible.
But then I met with my attorney, and I learned that it can take 2 years. And I just hope that she sees that our love is strong enough to withstand this. I haven't told Anna what the attorney told me about the visa, but I plan to tell her this by the end of the trip. There's always that.
So meet Matthew and Anna. It's interesting because, you know, first and foremost, when he came out with the statement of like, she's more beautiful than any other American woman I've ever seen, I was like, God damn, another American man shading the American woman. Like, was there any need for that comment, like, legit? Because let's be real, whenever a comment like that is made, there's always a subliminal behind it, if you do get what I'm saying. But either way, though, we fast forward to the fact that Anna's, not first words, but her first word after the proposal is, I'm looking forward to go to America. I've always wanted to go to America. Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to go to America. It wasn't even a case of like, and it's crazy because whenever I hear that from anyone from this network, is in particular, or the franchise of 90 Day Fiancé, straight away I think red flag. Because that's what this show is all about. It's all about red flags. You know what I mean? It's never really about giving someone the benefit of the doubt of saying, well, maybe she was just saying that she's excited to go to America because it's something that she thought about and now she's lucky enough to marry an American man. And, you know, it's like she gets the man that she loves as well as also going to America. I could put it in that way, but that's just too hopeful thinking when it comes to 90 Day. Like, come on, let's be real. So in reality, she said that and all she did was speak about America after America after America. And she didn't even mention Matthew. I was, maybe Matthew just her ticket to the States. But also at the same time, let's just add insult to injury. The fact that Matthew is nervous or hesitant to tell Anna that, hey, the visa may take up to 2 years, not a few months. And he's worried that might test their relationship and that might test the fact that she might not want to be with him, tells me that he generally thinks, or part of him thinks, that she's with him partly because he's an American and partly because he can take her to the States. That level of entitlement always irritates the hell out of me. And the reason it irritates me is not because, like, I mean, I get it. Stereotypically, plenty of people get used in America, in the UK, in Canada, in Australia for visas. I understand this. I really do understand this. That does happen a lot of the time. But to be with someone because you think that being an American gives you like this privilege is just sad. But listen, there's more. Let's get into it.
There's always that chance that this could upset her enough to walk away from our relationship. She may decide, because of the distance and the wait, it may be easier to just find someone else.
If that's how you feel and you feel like the love on her side isn't going to be strong enough to battle all these nonsense that you're talking about, then why the hell were you with her? Why would I want to waste my time with someone that I think is going to leave me because of distance, given the fact that our relationship has been based on distance anyway? And you know what the funny thing is? This isn't even the pinnacle of the level of stupidity coming out of his mouth. You just wait for it, because when he says what he says, I'm thinking, well, this kind of contradicts everything that you've been saying this whole time. And it pretty much more or less confirms more what I'm saying. And that is that you are with this woman because you think, because you're an American and you can give her the green card, that is one of your strongholds for her to want to be with you. Like, make it make sense.
She's super attractive. Like, you're gonna see a lot of guys, especially at Carnival, hitting on her and going after her. Like, are you ready? Like, how are you gonna react when you see that? Or...
And I remember there was like this guy kind of like dancing on her a little bit, and like it really annoyed me. But she was like, "Oh, it's okay, he's gay," and I was like,
you know. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm surprised you didn't pick up on the guy being gay. To be honest with you, but
like, you know, I told Anna that if this was America, I would have pulled that guy outside and like said, "Hey, you know, you ain't gonna do that."
If this was America, I would have pulled him outside and said, "Hey, you're gonna do that." Where in America do you come from? I want to know which state you come from, because as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, if you pull a guy outside, it doesn't even matter what country, for the most part, to be honest with you, but especially in America, from the stories that I hear anyway, if you pull a guy outside, he's not ready to talk to you and say, "Hey, don't do that." He's ready to fight you. So the fact that he said that is hilarious to me. Yeah, I pulled him outside. Either way though, we even now got a certain level of insecurities. Certain level of it. Not massively, but a certain level of insecurities, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because they're going to the carnival. Obviously, he's going to be there, the carnival in Brazil. And obviously, Brazil has the best carnival in the world. I mean, I cannot wait to go there one day in my life, if you dig what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But boy, I better go there with protection. You know what I mean? I'm walking away with some AIDS in that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, in carnivals, to be fair, they're all just about the vibe and everybody just get along and just have a little bit of fun, you know what I mean? But either way, though, protect yourselves no matter what. You dig what I'm saying? But either way, though, let's continue with this guy and his shambolic nonsense.
We've been together for almost a year, but we've only spent a total of 14 days in each other's physical presence before this upcoming trip.
So he has been with Anna for a year, but only seen her for 14 days. Which means that the distance has been there this whole time. You cannot tell me that you're worried that the distance is going to be an issue for you two if the visa takes longer than needed, if the visa does take truly up to 2 years. If you've already conquered 1 year anyway, what's an extra 2 more years going to do? Well, to be fair, I say that though, they've already applied for the visa anyway, so what's an extra year going to do? Extra year and a couple months, give or take. And it could even be less than that. You know what I mean? You've only seen it 14 days within the space of 1 year already. So really and truly, this confirms to me even more than ever that a part of him definitely believes that he's an American and therefore she's with him partly because he's an American and because of the green card. And he genuinely believes that if the green card doesn't come anytime soon, then she may just leave him. I mean, what a way to not have any confidence for yourself. What a way to not believe in the love that you have. What a way to not believe in the trust that you should have. You know what I mean? And this is why I say that there's a part of insecurity there, a part of insecurity is going on in his mindset. At the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, a real marriage, a real relationship is never going to last if the love you have isn't 100% pure. And also on top of that, not only do you need pure love, but you also need pure you need pure trust. You need pure communication. You need pure of a lot of things. You know what I mean? And the fact is, this guy already screams not having those qualities within this relationship, or at least not having faith in those qualities that you need in a relationship. Now, when it comes to Anna, on the other hand, so far the only thing that she has said in this episode that is some other red flag is that how she's excited to go to America because she's always wanted to go to America. And it's only because she didn't include the fact that I'm going to America to be with the man that I love. If she had said that, my view would have been different, you know what I mean? But either way, though, this guy right here, right now, he screams a lot of red flags, and I'm actually quite a little bit worried for Anna to a certain degree because I'm curious of how he's going to react if she did decide to break up with him. I mean, listen, this is the guy that would happily pull you outside and have a conversation and tell you, hey, don't do that, man. Honestly, I can already see that the carnival is going to be one hell of a calamity. But there's no way that this guy's going to be able to handle being in a carnival, because in reality, when you're in a carnival, a lot of women are going to be there dancing and a lot of men are going to be there dancing with the women, especially if alcohol is involved. Or most importantly, to be honest with you, alcohol isn't even the biggest concern about carnival behavior. It is the music. If the music is good and the vibe is insane, the music can make you drunk anyway. You know what I mean? I've always said that when I go to a club, it's not the drink that gives me the confidence to speak to women or to dance with them. Nah, it's the music, man. If I'm feeling the music going in, hey, it's game over. The power of music is so underrated to some people. I mean, I guess the black people, the power of music is definitely understood. You know what I mean? I'm not too sure white people, to be honest with you. But I only say that because I can see a lot of black people going to a club, be sober, and just be moving on the madness because the music's so good. White people, on the other hand, I think from my experiences, most of the time you see them in a club with music on and whatever, like it's usually the drugs and then the alcohol that really makes them go all crazy, you know what I mean? But that's just from my experiences. But either way though, you guys let me know what you're thinking when it comes to this guy here, right here, because as far as I'm concerned, he is a walking red flag of his own. You guys let me know. Don't forget to like, sub, and of course, peace.